On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah, man, my viewers and subscribers, what go on. A blessed and wonderful Monday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now, my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So in the morning, my peeps, we're going to kick it off with a missing person report. But nothing ordinary at all about this missing person report, because it is not just one person who is missing, but two. And there's a special type of thing surrounding this missing person report. But before me get into the meat of the matter, let me give you the police report as it relates to these ones that are so-called missing. Now the police is seeking the public's assistance to locate these two persons who is said to be a couple. Now being sought is 29-year-old Shaneek Salman and their 28-year-old spouse, Justin Graham, both of which is from the Berwick Road community that runs off Maxfield Avenue. Now they have been missing since Saturday, June 24. Shaneek Salman is of dark complexion, slim built and about 5 feet 11 inches tall, whilst Justin Graham is of dark complexion, slim built and about 5 feet 10 inches tall. Reports from the Hunts Bay Police are that sometime about 9:30 a.m. on the day in question, Justin Graham and Shaneek Salman were last seen leaving home to the Sandbed community in the community of Narbrook. It is said that Justin Graham mode of dress was a red pullover, blue jeans pants and a pair of black slippers, and he sports a low-cut hairstyle, whilst Shaneek Salman was seen in a grey dress, a pair of black slippers with a plaited hairstyle. All efforts to contact them have been proven futile. Now, anyone knowing the whereabouts of Shaneek Salman and also Justin Graham is being asked to contact the Hunts Bay Police at 876-923-7111 or Police Emergency 119. So let me get into the meat of the matter. This boy and this gal is a whole dirty kind of couple. Yeah, man, may I tell you. Now, the 29-year-old Shaneek Salman and the 28-year-old Justin Graham both were implicated in the knockings and clappings death of the West Kingston District Constable, presently on your screen, Ricardo Jarrett. Now, who remember that particular story? Now, if you have not yet watched that story, please go over and watch this vlog so you can get a better understanding as to what I'm speaking of. Now, this old dirty kind of boy, Justin Graham, he was among the group of men who stopped the district constable whilst he was dropping off Shaneek Salman from a party. They were the ones that blocked the road, stopped the district constable, grab him from the motor vehicle, disarmed him, and use his own firearm to take his life. Yeah, man. Now they are gone, missing. But are they really missing, as in they can't be found because someone took them away? Or they're missing on purpose, simply meaning that the police are hot on their trails as they have become suspects in the loss of life of the district constable. Well, the Hunts Bay police has stated that they took into custody Justin Graham sometime after the knockings and clappings that resulted in the loss of life of the district constable for questioning, but he was later released. Now it is said that evidence has pointed the police to Justin Graham as it relates to that brutal slaying of the officer. So the police reached out to them and told them to come in for a further interview. And then poof, the couple disappeared in thin air. So is it that they have purposefully disappeared, or is it that they were taken by someone? Yeah, man. But whatever the case may be, Harry Houdini was the order of the day, as the couple is nowhere to be found. Now, anyone knowing the whereabouts of this couple presently on your screen, please contact the Hunts Bay police. And as always, if you not trust the squad of them, link up on the Spot News Media and he will most definitely take that information and pass it on to the relevant authorities who can make effective change. Now moving right along, my peeps, Officer Yeman Pick and team at it again. Now this time in the troubled, war-torn, crime-riddled, violence-prone Kingston Western Police Division. Now we have all seen over the past couple of weeks a flare-up of gang violence in the communities of Zimbabwe, Mexico, Angola, Sunlight Street and surrounding areas, where rival factions from Lower Sunlight Street, Upper Sunlight Street, who is against the Zimbabwe community, which also involves criminal elements from the William Road area that runs off Lincoln Avenue. Now is a whole alabaloo agwan where that ongoing gang conflict is concerned. Now on Saturday, sometime about 10:15 p.m., Officer Yeman Pick and team was on special patrol as they were deployed to the Kingston Western Police Division. Now, whilst on patrol, they came upon this criminal element here, presently on your screen. He has since been identified as 26-year-old Javan Hutchinson, but more popularly known in the criminal underworld as CUBAN. Now, CUBAN is from the Mexico community, but he's a known gunslinger, a old dirty kind of boy, a top knockis and clappis, we clap it on behalf of criminal elements in the Angola community, which is the neighboring community to the Mexico scheme. No information reaching on the Spot News Media is that Javan Hutchinson, otherwise known as CUBAN, was on his way on a one-man mission. As we Tupac would have said, me against the world, are the famous words from the late great Gregory Isaacs. One man against the world type of mission. So him decide say, him a gonna knock up some can over Zimbabwe. You don't know how the things set in the streets. He might try to prove himself as one of the greatest. But little did he know that Officer Yeman Pick and team was deployed in that area. So whilst traversing out of the Mexico scheme, he was walking towards the vicinity of Zimbabwe when him see the two patrol jeep them. So of course his spotter, who told him that the coast is clear, did not see Officer Yeman Pick and team. So when him step out and buck up in the jeep, him buck shuffle and fix him waist. So upon seeing that, Officer Yeman pick shout out, yo boy, nobody move, nobody get hurt. And him decide for wheel and pop off and knock it and clap it pan the squad of them. So of course, they took evasive action in fear of their lives and that of their colleagues and returned fire in his direction. So of course, as the commissioner clearly stated, that once you come up against him police officers, they are trained for plant can, center mass. Yeah man, that simple means the upper torso is definitely the order of the day. And being well-trained police officers who was properly trained at the agriculture school over there in Portland, where they learned for plant can in a dirty boy tomok. The officers did due justice to their training that they formerly received. So the officers stated that they retrieved a P8 9mm pistol from the old dirty corner boy CUBAN. He was assisted to the KPH where he was placed on ice. Yeah man. So another criminal element off the streets. So another decent spot of work again by the squad of them. Yeah man. Now over there in the St. Catherine South Police Division, an unidentified man was taken out in a hail of bullets by the police in Portmore, St. Catherine. We are talking about yesterday Sunday in the wee hours of the morning. Alone knockings and clappings which ended with the driver of the vehicle spread out like a sheet. So according to the information reaching on the Spot News Media is that sometime after 3 a.m. a group of police officers were on patrol in the Naggohead area of Portmore, St. Catherine when they signaled the driver of a Toyota Voxy motor vehicle to stop. The driver reportedly disobeyed their command and opened gunfire on the team before speeding away. The police gave chase and returned fire. The driver lost control of the vehicle, which crashed into the canal along the Hellshire main road. Now the driver and the only occupant of that vehicle, thank God, was found suffering from injuries and taken to the hospital where he was pronounced you know what. The police stated that during the search of the vehicle, a firearm was found. So the police, them definitely depend a decent role where they have taken out another criminal element who is yet to be identified, by the way. So most definitely on the Spot News Media will stay on this one to uncover the name and face of that criminal element. Now over there in the western end of our island, 2 big fat machines, including a high power rifle, was seized in Westmoreland. So the Joint Anti-Gang Task Force was basically conducting an operation in the Lennox Big Woods area in Westmoreland, where 2 firearms was seized, including this high-powered rifle. The Joint Police Military Team swooped down in the area early Thursday morning and has since continued their search in that area over the weekend. So another decent spot of work again by the squad of them. Yeah man, we can definitely say, boy, the squad of them are putting in some decent spot of work and a reap some success. Now this last story that we're going to talk about is a rather strange and bizarre one, as the Clarendon police is seeking the ex-girlfriend of a man after he was allegedly knifed up real bad in the Goshen district of Moko Clarendon over the weekend. Now the incident reportedly took place just after the couple had intercourse at the woman's home. The police report stated that the injured man has since undergone one operation after he was admitted to hospital in serious condition. The information reaching on the Spot News Media suggests that sometime around midday on Saturday, the man went to visit his ex-girlfriend and both consenting adults had intercourse. So after I'm done, pop off, you don't know, come get weak, him go all asleep. Now it is said in the police report that the man was awakened by a sharp pain in his back. When he opened his eyes, he saw his ex-girlfriend standing over him with a sharp, blunt instrument resembling that of a knife. He stated that he was again knifed up, but this time in the abdomen. He managed to run and escape, and passers-by took him to the hospital. The police were summoned and briefly spoke to the injured man in the hospital as he was being attended to by medical staff. The police stated that their efforts are ongoing to locate and apprehend the ex-girlfriend. Because of the seriousness of his injuries, he could not have said much because he remains hospitalized and in critical condition. No one really a wonder what really go on, what take place. The fact that the two consenting adults go do what them a do, man get comfortably enough to fall asleep. So what could have gone wrong for her to deal with him in such a brutal and graphic manner? But them say a two side to the story. So on the Spot News Media will most definitely be keeping close tabs on this one to uncover what really went on. Yeah, man. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.